right now we're gonna walk you through the boat. We're gonna start at the bow, and we're gonna go through the whole thing. We're gonna explain the hatches and all of that sort of stuff. And just had an idea. I'm gonna ask you, if you comment below, he also watches my YouTube. If you comment below, he'll be there to actually help answer comments. So comment below and he'll try to answer your questions as best as possible. Cool with that? Oh, yeah. So he's been in the boat, he's paddled the boat, he's already rigged it out, he's got his Lowrance, he's run wires, he's done everything you can think of to the boat. So whatever comments you have, whatever questions you have, feel free to ask them below, and he'll chime in. Starting up front is the handle. When we were at, one of the things I noticed about a couple of the other kayaks is how big the front grip was. Like, I couldn't get my fingers around the grip. It was so large and bulky. But this is like, oh my God, it's rubber underneath. So this handle is small. It's like a bicycle handlebar. But I'm gonna try to get a shot underneath it. It's there's rubber grip right here. I didn't know that. Every time I touch this boat, I find something new. Like, I found something new when I paddled, and I was playing around with this at the show with you. I didn't know that was rubberized grip under here. So your hand's not going anywhere if you're pulling this thing. Sean was talking about attention to detail. Look at that. Bonafide is molded in the handle. There's a rubber insert under here that's screwed in. That's not going anywhere. Are these rubber?
I do not know what they're made of.
So there's like a foam rubber. It feels like foam rubber. There's a formed foam rubber pad, and that's to keep the paddle from moving, right?
Yeah, it's more or less to keep the paddle silent.
Ah, so there's a foam rubber pad right here for silence, and then you've got a paddle park, rubberized paddle park right here to hold it down. I wonder if, and these are replaceable, everything's screwed in, so if something were to fail, which I doubt it, but you could get it off and back on easily. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of molded in stuff that's gonna screw you up if it breaks. That's a small detail that I think probably a lot of people wouldn't even notice. But I'm a guy that tinkers with stuff. And so, like, you could take this off and put a new one on. You could take that hatch off and put a new one on. It's not molded, and that's pretty slick. So walking around from the front, those are rod holders.
Rod grooves.
So these are rod grooves. I was just noticing that it seems like it's right in line with where you were putting your paddle. But I guess the angle, it would keep it up, right?
Yeah, and you also got the notches out on the jump door there.
Oh, okay.
So you want the rods there, and
Okay, so Sean was just pointing out to us that these are actually to keep your rod tips organized. That's what these are for. I mean, that's a crazy little detail that I wouldn't have thought about.
Chuki.
And then these are grooves for the rods too, to kind of guide them. So this will keep your rods from moving. That's one of the problems I have now is if I lay my rod in front, it'll slide over and that sort of thing. So we'll spend a little bit of time up here on these hatches though. One of the things I didn't notice that Sean pointed out to me, the hatch opens both ways. Does it open in front? Check that out. So the hatch opens all the way up, out of the way, and then you got a cable here to keep the lid on. It's foam sealed, and then you've got the interior of the hull. This will be a crazy shot, but I'm gonna put the camera in here.
This will probably be the first shot like that.
So you can go all the way back. You could put storage. You could put rods in there. The hull, there's no divider in it, so you could put rods in there. There is a pod that goes through, which y'all saw right there. But you see the cable that holds the hatch on. But here's what I didn't catch at first. Free floating lock system. How slick is this? Because now the latches on the back become locks, and now the doors open either direction. Never heard of something like that. We haven't even gotten to the middle of the boat, and that's mind blowing. Like, that's groundbreaking right there. Look at that. You can open the hatch either direction. That's ridiculous. They should put that on a bass boat. Somebody should figure that out on a bass boat so that I can open up a locker without knocking the rods off the boat. But that right there, that's slick. That is slick. And little bitty attention to detail. Did you catch that? The foam gasket that runs around the lid, when you get near the bolts, he put an extra piece of foam gasketing right there. So there's extra reinforcement in that spot for sound deadening and waterproofing. Little bitty stuff, man. Like,
Details, man.
he must have just sat with this design for a long time, tweaking things. But I mean, he makes Yak Attack. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah,
You know, he's been making stuff for Yak Attack forever. And we haven't even gotten halfway through the boat yet.
Well, and what's amazing about it is small little details. These latches here, up until last Thursday or Friday, they had noticed that they had a little, not really a defect, but it wasn't as rounded as it is now. It was more of a flat latch that kind of held it in place and locked it. But what they were noticing was when people were opening the hatches, it would catch on it and pop the latch open.
Oh.
So Luther called up to the guys there at Yak Attack and told them they needed to fix that, redid the mold and expedited the process, had new latches made, and we're putting them on my boat Saturday morning when I pick it up.
Wow. Wow. All right. So now we're about halfway now. You want to talk about the foot pegs or the monopod?
Oh man.
Let's do the foot peg.
All right.
So the foot peg, if you see, it's got a screw there and then a screw in the front. And when I paddled it, I didn't realize that it was adjustable, but you can adjust the foot peg easily. I thought it was a screw adjust, but go ahead and do the foot peg release.
For right now, as it's set up without a rudder, you've got the latch back here on the back. You just push it in, move the rudder pretty much anywhere that you want. I haven't counted the number of selections that you've got for different lengths, but I'm sure there's at least
It's that little piece right here. Okay.
Now when you go to set it up with a rudder, it's already got the screw hole and everything in the back ready to go for it. And then you just flip those forward. Now you got free float. Rudder ready. Nothing, no foot pedals has to be changed. Everything's set up ready to go for when that feature comes out.
That's pretty dope.
And you just lock it back in place. And there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Then you've noticed you've got gear mounts right here in front and a gear mount, track mount coming down the sides right here. All right, so let's talk about the pod.
All right.
So the pod has the same type of latch that's on the hatch.
It does.
Does that remove it or does that open it?
That removes it.
Okay.
Then you got the, I don't know what they're going to call this or what they call it, but you got this rubber latch right here, and the whole drop pod comes out in one piece.
And you were saying that your transducer, now, okay, so the transducer doesn't go below the bottom of the hull.
It does not go below the bottom of the hull. It
So-
sits roughly it might sit a 1/4 inch below the
Lift it
bottom
up.
of the hull.
So look at this. There's barely any scuffing on that transducer, okay? So let me show y'all what we've been doing with the boat today though. Look at where we got the boat. We're on a concrete boat dock, okay? We've been pulling this up on the concrete and off to let people use it all day long. I was worried about getting in the boat and messing up his unit. It didn't touch the bottom. So even with the pod, and he doesn't have a flush mount transducer, it doesn't go below the bottom of the boat. So if you're fishing somewhere that's got rough terrain, that's gonna protect your transducer quite a bit. And then you just got battery and stuff inside of it.
Yeah, I just keep the battery and also
Put a ram mount on there.
another little attention to detail. They put that rubberized gasket foam on the bottom
Okay.
side of that also, just to
Sound deadening.
sound deadening and gives it a more secure, tight fit. But yeah, on the inside of the drop pod here, where I have all my wiring, my battery would go in there.
Somebody needs to make a kayak ready transducer that doesn't have the wiring for a bass boat.
That would be it.
This is the same material that's up there on the paddle park.
It is.
And I stood in this and it's really grippy. That a lot of grip. Even wet, I can't see sliding on that at all. That's got more grip than my kayak. And my kayak has a large flat surface, but that right there, that you're not gonna move at all on that material right there. What's this centerpiece for here?
That gear track there is what will eventually hold my cup holder. And then you also got your gear tray, junk drawers, I like to call it, because every man needs one of those.
Yeah, jump drawer.
And just another storage area. You can throw your soft plastics in there, swim baits or whatever you take off your line or retie in. You got easy access to it.
And you were was saying that these are to hold the ends of your rods.
I'm assuming that's
They
what
look
they're
like
for. It looks like a perfect.
Right.
Throw your rods in there, lay on there, and lay right forward.
Yeah, it looks like it because they're no. It doesn't come pre-rigged with rod. There's no rod tubes on it, no rod holders on it. This boat has a feature on it that I noticed at the show. Out of everything this boat does, I was stuck on stupid because of one little bitty piece, which we'll get to in a second. So this, everybody's probably already seen this because it was all on their Facebook and everything. But when Luther designed it, no, hold up, go back. I didn't know about that. Okay, hold on, watch this. Do that again with the seat. And the seat is still attached to the boat. The seat is not gonna fall off.
See, I got cowboy boots on, so I'm gonna see if I can do it. Should be doing it in the water because that's the only way you're supposed to do it. But let's see if we can do this on the guy. Alright, perch pads. Give you a higher elevation, more visible outlook out in the water. Man, boots ain't gonna work. 1 foot there, 1 foot there. Make your way onto the perch pads. Fold your seat forward.
What?
Chuki B.
Slide your paddle in there. So secure there. Set up and just flip and pitch to your favorite little brush pile.
So the seat became a stand-up bar.
Yes.
So the seat just became a stand assist bar.
Like you said, the deck pad, I mean, you ain't moving, you ain't slipping from this position.
I don't even think I'm gonna edit anything out of this video. It's just gonna be raw. But that right, I mean, dude, that's $100 feature on my boat. Get out, man.
Right back in the boat. Paddle on the way.
If you fish for redfish on the flats, if you're fishing for tail and reds anywhere in the southeast, come on, dude. Come on. Who competes with that?
It's just when I made it to the seat. I'm sure the engineering was not designed for this reason. It may be, I'm not 100% sure. But I've just noticed it, and I've seen a couple other guys post about it, and it just seemed ingenious not to do it. For your seat rest, in a low position, both of these will be in these notches, latched in, holding the seat down. In the high position, which is where I'm going to fish at, probably 100% of the time, slide your paddle underneath, and it rests right there.
So you're actually using the seat peg as a paddle park. It's part of your paddle park.
Yeah, it's underneath the paddle strap, so it ain't going nowhere if you knock it off. And it's in there.
Yeah, I mean, so that it's really pinning it against that. Wow.
I mean, it's not binding anything up. But it just
so take it off again and
naturally.
let's see how secure it is without it being on the seat post. So he's putting the blade underneath and letting it go. Look at that. So how many of you, like me, are tired of the wind blowing your kayak paddle off the boat? I keep a strap on it, but
I mean, you also got your
and you got to actually
paddle
mold it in
there.
paddle park too. So this is a more standard paddle park that everybody would be used to.
the features this kayak offers are endless.
Little plug for my boys down there in Virginia Beach. What's up, fellas? Okay, so we've gone through the seat. We've gone through, what did you call these again? Perch pads. Perch pads. Is there anything else on the seat we need to talk about? The seat's awesome, by the way.
Right now it's in the high level, as you can see. All the latches, I mean, it's easy. It's flipping that latch down, sliding this back, dropping in. You got your pull cord for the rear. Low position. Lock it in, good to go.
Now let's talk about this lock. So you've got more than one position for the seat, and he was saying that when you put it in low, both of these go in.
Yeah.
So you've got a lock here. What's ingenious to me is one motion locks every position at one time. So you pull up on this. Let's see if I can get it close in. So if you pull up on this, all 3 of those locks move. So no matter where you put the seat, it automatically locks it. You pull back on this and all of the positions open up. So you don't have but one thing to do no matter what you're doing with the seat. There's one thing. That's pretty slick. And I sat in this, and the one thing I noticed was like there was cold air blowing underneath me, really bad. So the seat is gonna be fantastic when it's hot out. Fantastic when it's hot out. So we covered the seat. What we got next? We got the storage well.
Yeah, you got your tank well back here.
We got more gear tracks right here, and more of that padding. All right, so we went and got the black pack. Let's just call that out real quick. Give a shout out to him. So appreciate what you did there.
Yeah, man.
So this is the black pack, and these clips came on the boat. They're not available for separate purchase as of yet, but they're designed specifically to fit directly with the black pack.
Put those in. This thing ain't going nowhere. Ain't gonna slide because it's on that mat. She's in there.
But like that's like overkill. You got this big tray underneath, and then a whole black pack, and you've got room right in between the black pack. And that's wow. All right, so what's up with this hatchback here? He said it's access.
This is the access hatch. Various things that people might want to do. I know a lot of people follow Chad Hoover. He's a go-getter and an overachiever. He put a torpedo on the back of his SS127 with dual power poles. Kind of jealous of it, but you know, to each their own. One day I might be able to do that.
You know, you said Chad's an overachiever. I'm gonna put this out into the universe, and maybe Chad will watch this video. But the next time you're in Virginia, I would love to drag a kayak through the woods with you. Just saying. Chad, let me know.
That makes sense.
And they've got a whole foray rudder, but there is no rudder yet.
It's rudder ready. The rudder is not quite yet ready. They do recommend using the Select True Course rudder kit. Everything's already there and ready to go for it. But like Luther said and many others, try the kayak without the rudder first. You will be highly surprised that the rudder is probably not really necessary.
Here's a little shot of the back of the boat. It's actually like a tri-hull design. It almost looks like the boat is sitting on sponsons or pontoons. So now we're going to flip it over and give you a good look at the bottom. Oh, did you catch the scupper holes? Check this out. Yes. So you want to cover that? Look at the scalloping or so you want to cover that? Look at that. So all of that sloshing and the water shooting up in the boat and all, like that's slick. They're not just a regular circular scupper hole to drain water out. That's gonna have water just pumping up and down like that. The transducer is actually below the line of this.
Right.
That's cool. See that right there? Stainless steel screws will remove this. How many of y'all have, how many of you have your kayak and in the back of the kayak is all scratched up and gouged up and from dragging it up boat ramps or across rocks or in and out of the back of your truck? Now you've got replaceable wear pads. I think that somebody at the show told me that there was one other boat that had that, but it's the first time I've seen it. First time I saw it. Do you know what the load rating is? How much weight you can carry in this?
375 pounds.
375 pounds. I gotta stop saying I don't know what else to say though. I just keep saying I need something else to say.
Like the front handle. Bonafide, but on the rear handle. Small little touches. Definitely. Sets it apart from everybody else. Of course, my favorite part of the kayaks is the top side.
On top side. Oh yeah.
Red, white, and blue.
Let's make sure we put that in there. This kayak is fully made in the USA. Where's the factory?
Greenville, South Carolina.
So that's pretty much everything we plan to shoot today. We'll probably hang out and talk a little bit more. But remember, comment to me, comment to Sean. You never know who else might jump on the comment screen. But post your questions, your thoughts, anything you have out there. And if you can't get a hold of somebody who would answer it, he could probably get a hold of somebody who can answer it. But Luther Cyphers is on Facebook, and he chimes into all kinds of discussions. You never know when he'll jump into a comment thread or whatever. So ask us, comment below, go to the Facebook page. I've been kayaking for years. I paddled this boat for 15, 20 minutes. I don't have a negative. I'm trying to be objective, but I'm sitting here and I was telling Sean, like, I gotta stop saying, whoa. I'm running, I don't have an adjective right now. I'm just keep saying, whoa, whoa, like, whoa, it's just whoa. My thoughts on the Bonafide, what's the model number? SS127. My thoughts are, whoa. Like, whoa. That's all I can say. That's all I can think right now. Oh, quick side note real quick. So, you see the hats? This is how he and I met. We were at a kayak tournament. He had on the lime green Appomattox River Company paddle VA hat. And I shouted over, hey, nice hat. Like, that's how we met. Yeah. We met because we had on bright colored Appomattox River Company hats. So, kayak fishing brings people together, right? I don't know. But yeah, bright green. And he got a nice, pretty new gray one because he worked the show for him. You know, I would have had to buy me a nice, pretty little gray one. But I'm okay with my green one because I don't wear it that much. It stays clean. But cool, man. You'll see him in some more videos coming up, quite a bit more this year. So, and I don't know, we may do a tournament together. I don't know. I'm a little overwhelmed. I won one. I'm scared to fish another one because if I bomb, it's gonna make that bomb even worse. It's gonna be like an ostrich goose egg. So, comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.